Barbara Massey Reece, running again for state representative.
Yes, running for the 8th term. I've served 14 years, or this is 14 years, and during that time I've served consistently on the House Education Committee, the State Properties Committee, and the Reapportionment Committee. During that time I've also served on Economic Development and Science and Technology. I've served as Secretary of the Rural Caucus in the past. I was a charter member of the Rural Caucus, and I'm presently the Vice Chairman of the Rural Caucus. That's the largest bipartisan group at the Capitol. And I've also served as Treasurer and Secretary of the Women's Legislative Caucus.
What is it about being state rep? Obviously, some people might get tired of it and leave, but you've hung around. You've really demonstrated your love, I believe, for the counties of Floyd and Chattooga County. What is it about it, specifically that you just keep wanting to come back and keep giving your time and your energy for?
Well, it's a way to help people. I think that it's just as important what we do after session as it is when we're down there considering legislation. Constantly I get phone calls from people who need help with some department or some branch of government, and even if it's federal branch, I'm able to refer them to the right person that can address their problems. And I get calls about insurance not paying what it should pay, and I can refer them to the insurance commissioner's liaison that works with us. I get calls about fleet automobiles with the car tags taking so long. Just all manner of things that people call about that I can help with. And also, after session, staying in close touch with local government, helping them reach the goals that they have, making sure during session that good policies are put in place that help local governments and help families be able to move forward and have a better future. That's what's important for me.
Obviously, being a Democrat in Northwest Georgia, to be elected as many times as you have been, what do you think that says about you and your voting in Atlanta?
I think people realize that that I'm there for the people. I'm not there for the party or for those in leadership. I have voted with and against legislation that came from a Democratic governor and legislation that came from a Republican governor. I carefully consider all the legislation before I make a decision. I take into consideration the calls and the contacts that I've had from people in the district. I even call people in the district and ask their opinion or their advice many times. And I vote according to how I think the majority of people in our district would want me to vote.
What makes Barbara Massey Reece a better choice for state representative?
I think my close contact with the people of the district is number one. I think my record of voting, of being a very conservative person who looks carefully at the legislation, who considers how it will affect the average working family out here, is something to consider. The fact that I am willing to expend whatever time and effort is necessary to take care of the people of the district.